Mo, making a video. Yeah, just do a response video to one of these TJ answering questions things, I guess. I mean, I'm just going to find clips that matter to me, anyway, to respond to. So we're, whatever, 12 minutes in. He did talk about, favorite movie, dumb question asked. And, says Seven Samurais and Unforgiven. And it's just like, no, this is not the right answer at all. Not even close. I mean, okay, Seven Samurai is in its own little category. Interesting, funky, funny, whatever, weird. That's from an American perspective, right? But, I mean, it basically is a Godzilla movie in so many respects. But let's never mind that one. That one just wins, okay, because it's just weird. You're like, holy shit, Japanese people are weird. Anyway, but besides that, Unforgiven, come on. There was no movie there. There was the last 5 minutes. Okay, last 5 minutes. Okay, and it wasn't even a reasonable last 5 minutes. I mean, it was a preposterous last 5 minutes, right? Okay, yes, right. Oh, maniacal killer guy, great killer guy who apparently can't shoot anymore, can't even ride his horse, and has been have the shit kicked out of him. All of a sudden can outshoot everything on planet Earth without even trying, and it doesn't even make any sense. I mean, it was stupid. I mean, it was a great ending, don't get me wrong, but it was stupid. I mean, it really was. I mean, nobody else knows how to shoot a gun? I mean, come on. This doesn't make any sense. I mean, yeah, it was a silly ending, superhero bullshit ending. But, yeah, it was a good ending. Don't be shooting no whores. But, compared to Outlaw Josie Wales, the movie you used to say was the best movie, compared to that, I mean, Unforgiven is a load of steaming shit. I mean, there's just nothing, I mean, the Outlaw Josie Wales is almost like a perfect movie. I mean, and then let's not even talk about the good, the bad, the ugly. I mean, oh, come on. This is just doesn't make any sense as an answer. Well, anyway, so forget that stupid question. Let's get on to this stupid one.
Would you be...
Stupid answer.
I would be... I don't know what I would...
Yeah, if he could be anything, if he comes back and he could be anything but some Hindu powers, what would it be? Blah, blah, blah. It's always a stupid question, too. But what are you going to do with these questions? Oh, I don't know. I'll come back as a butterfly. Maybe, possibly. No, never mind.
I don't know what I'd be. I guess I'd just be human again, because I like having human intelligence. But I mean, like, I don't even know what all the options are, because I mean, it's unlikely that life is restricted simply to this one fucking planet. I mean, there's probably...
Okay, it's unlikely. These statements just keep being made by people, and it's just so fundamentally an illogical error. It just is. I mean, there's no rational reason to believe there's life all over the universe. There's not one single shred of, evidence. We haven't made one other replicating molecule in the whole history of human technology, as far as we know. There's no other replicating molecule in existence on planet Earth, even though it's had hundreds of millions of years. It's lived in a friggin' zombie-rich zone. I mean, just tons and tons and tons of body parts. And yet no other molecule has figured out how to do this replicating thing. It happened one single time, as far as all the evidence points to. So yeah, it's one of those weird things, like you have a two-headed baby, you don't go, hey, everybody has two-headed babies. Because no, everybody doesn't do that. It doesn't happen all over the place. So likely is a funky word. You just don't have any, just as you don't have any basis to make comparisons about all these other life forms you might want to be, you don't have any basis to say the word likely. Because you just don't have any evidence that indicates any reprobability, except for the fact that we exist. But the fact that we exist doesn't mean that this happens regularly. Even if life happened, what would be the odds of humans showing up again? Exactly the same. Black and white and all that kind of... Yeah, what would the odds be? Oh, that's right. You don't know. And the fact is, you wouldn't say, it's likely. It's likely, if there's life on another planet, that it turns into human beings. Well, it's just as unsayable as a likelihood to say planets turn into Earth. It's just as insanely illogical. But no one cares about that. Let's see if it said anything else.
Like other life out there in the universe. So that being the case, I'd like to see like a big menu of fucking aliens, and I'll choose from one of those. I want to read the pros and cons. I gotta fucking go over this. It'd probably take me a couple fucking 100 million years just to figure out what I'd want to be. So I'm just gonna be in the fucking waiting room until that. And then the second part of your question is also...
I'd just be a walrus, I think. Really big wiener.
Going off Howard Bloom's statement about Western culture, where do you think we could improve by learning from another culture? Asian, Native American, African, whatever.
Oh, this is going to be boring. Can't learn from other cultures.
I think that one of the biggest faults of America, in particular, as a country, and not all of Western civilization, but the problem with America is that we continuously see solutions in other countries work and then fail to emulate them because we stubbornly refuse to believe that anything could be better than the way we're already doing things.
I don't think that's it at all. You know, we got more of this diversity crap. We got more problems than they got because we did everything first. So yeah, you create rust and corrosion and all that kind of stuff. So it's a little harder to make these kind of changes. There's lots of reasons why it's harder. There's lag stopping America, and it probably has something to do with the fact that there's all those rich people. Anyway, now continue when there's something more interesting. Alright, on the previous segment it turned into the healthcare subject, you know, universal healthcare. I should have just predicted that, right? Because when he's saying, let's look at all these other countries and they do all these brilliant things, you're like, yeah, what do? Oh, healthcare. Yeah. But let's understand that they don't get that shit for free, alright? So it costs real money. But yeah, the idea of it is rational. Let's take some of this capitalism crap out of the healthcare industry. And let's do at least the bureaucracy on the cheap. But yeah, this whole idea of everybody universal healthcare, you know, it's really expensive. You're just driving all of, you know, huge amounts of productivity lost. You know, providing all of this, whatever you want to call it, this vacation time in a sense, right? I mean, you know, free life. Well, we'll give you this, we'll give you that, we'll give it, no, give. It just doesn't work. It's a bad idea. Yeah, I think it's a bad idea. I think it's very unproductive. You know, a co-pay system, okay, then you're getting somewhere. Maybe half the cost, that kind of thing. But you got to have some incentive for people not to just soak the system. Just to just soak it. So, but anyway, that's a whole different subject. So this is kind of funny.
In your videos, why is that?
So he's less angry.
Probably because I am less angry, I guess. I mean, well, because, you know, I used to be a young fucking kid who was raging at the injustices of the world, and
what a crock of shit. I mean, really, you're raging at the injustices of the world. I mean, that's hilarious. You were just raging at the injustice that everybody just didn't give you everything. Alright, and so now that you have something, you're basically just saying, I got mine, so fuck you. But I mean, frankly, I mean, really, you've been a nihilist the whole time you've been on the internet. You've been somebody pretty much selling the idea, don't give a fuck about anybody but yourself. You've been selling that idea hard the entire time you've been on the internet. There's nothing else you've been selling, shithead.
Now I'm kind of the point where I'm just like, well, the world's unjust, what the fuck ever, you know, and no one else cares, I guess I don't either.
Yeah, that's exactly who you've always been. You've never been anybody else but that guy. So, I mean, what are you selling here? And then every time you pretended, you admitted you were just pretending to be a give-a-shitter. You were just doing it because it somehow was to an advantage of yours. You used the fucking, whatever, flood victims. You used anybody, anything you'd use. Because it furthered TJ, period. It was to your advantage and your interest. Don't go talking like, oh yeah, well I was a good guy until everybody else just ignored all the good guy powers I had. You never used any good guy powers. You've never advocated for anything sincerely your entire fucking, well okay, I can't say that, but the entire time you've been on YouTube anyway, you've never put 5 words together for any cause sincerely, and you know it, shithead.
I mean, I still get upset sometimes, but for the most part, I'm just like, I'm just going to focus on my life, because obviously I can't do anything to affect change in the world at large.
So this is right after he just called himself a semi-celebrity and all that other crap. So yeah, I'm powerless, I can't do anything. My staircase and my TV and my big giant couch tell me it's okay, don't worry about it, you can't do anything. Do the AA thing, yeah. Only control what's right in front of you, your life. Fuck the world.
But I mean, I hope that other people that are more optimistic than me do something. But
oh yeah, optimists don't do anything. This is the whole fucking... People have this stupid idea that, oh yeah, comfortable, happy people who think everything's fine will fix the world. No, they won't. You gotta be miserable and unhappy to do anything. To fix something, you gotta need it to be fixed. Yeah, that's the trick of it, right? It don't get fixed unless somebody needs it to be fixed. And the more desperately they need it to be fixed, that's going to make it more likely that it gets fixed. But yeah, this idea that, oh, well, everybody just get comfortable and we'll all just live with it. Well, that ain't gonna get it fixed. No. So anyway, that was dumb. Well, we'll play a little bit more.
But I'm not optimistic, because I'm not optimistic. Well,
yeah, and you're not generous or give a fuck about anything either. You're not concerned with the external circumstances much. Enough. Let's say enough. That's a good word. You're not enough of a concerned person. Yeah, good enough answer. Right, until next time, such birds. Oh, okay, so this is kind of a stupid question, but let's play with it.
How can I be happy as a misanthrope? How do I live life? I think you, as a misanthrope, how do you find happiness when you hate everyone else? I think you just have to focus on your own life and your own existence, and surround yourself with whatever people you can find that you don't hate.
Yeah, whatever. But the whole question of happy is stupid, right? So let's, why does the human race even frame questions like this? How do I what? Become very comfortable with living on planet Earth or something? I mean, what exactly is this happiness word a metaphor for? Like completely fulfilled in all aspects of life, or do I have a great job, or... I mean, what does happiness mean? I mean, isn't that, now we're almost back to this healthy argument, too. What if you're not healthy? What if you have chronically debilitating illnesses and such? And, happiness is kind of out of the ball game, isn't it? I mean, you're just going to have to get through in this. So anyway, just the notion of happy, like, yeah, oh yeah, I'm always miserable? No, no one's always miserable. So, I mean, that doesn't go anywhere. What percentage of your life are you supposed to be laughing and chortling? And what percentage are you supposed to be bemoaning and complaining? I mean, is there a proper amount of that? So, I mean, well, anyway, so the whole concept of happy is stupid. So let's say, how do you live a useful, productive, accomplished, how do you motivate yourself to live in a world you see as on fire or burning down or corroding? And part of the incentive is all negative, like, well, that should just put fear into you. Well, if you don't fix it, nobody else is fixing it, then it's going to stay broken. And guess what? You're going to wake up here again. You're going to be some kid going to wake up in the world saying, how the fuck did I get here? And who the fuck are these assholes claiming they own me? And what the fuck is this stupid society I'm living in? What? They pray 5 times a day? The fucking retards? Yeah, I mean, if you don't do anything to prevent it, it's going to keep happening. So it's a misanthrope. If you think the world is fucked up, then you better do something about it. If you think it's on fire, well, then maybe you ought to start trying to put it out.
And that's really the best advice I can give. I mean, I've never really been one who aspires to happiness above all else.
Right. Sure. Yeah, who believes that? Oh, yes, right, nobody.
That's never been my highest pursuit. So
well, look, productivity hasn't been your highest pursuit, so I don't know, some sort of aggrandizing of TJ, I think, has been your highest pursuit. So what the fuck are you talking about? I mean, that just sounds kind of ludicrous.
Maybe not the best person, but I mean, I would say that the best way to obtain happiness is not by searching for happiness, but by following your passions.
Oh, whatever. So again, we're back. Oh, just go with your silly intuitions. Go, just so you got a reckless idea, go for it. Yeah, like that's going to get you somewhere. That's going to get the world anywhere. That's going to fix it. No, that's not going to work at all. You need a better strategy than that. What you need to understand is the context of your existence. That's what you need to do. You need to understand what game you're playing and how to manipulate the game. So that's really all there is. There's manipulating the game. You're either going to try to change the game because you're going to manipulate the game because you understand how the game is played, or you're going to fail, no matter what you do. You're all going to fail anyway. You're going to get pushed off the board. Your happiness pursuit is going to end, perhaps badly.
If you follow your passions, you're going to obtain happiness by default.
Oh, please. I mean, really, where's the examples of that? Show me the artists, show me the people that they found happiness. I see them finding a bunch of unfulfillment, alcoholism, drug abuse. You could use all these characters from the 60s, right? I mean, Hendrix, all these people. Were they happy? Did they find it? No, they didn't.
Or at least I do. And I think most people do. It's it's like the old was it Joseph Campbell that said, "Follow your bliss"?
Oh yeah, isn't that now quoting Joseph Campbell? La 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 la, lick lollipops all day. Yeah, that'll fix everything. Fuck that.
Which basically just means just do the things that you enjoy. Learn the things that you are curious about. You know. If you're hungry for something, eat it. I mean, like for me...
Yeah, really. That's done you well throughout your life, right? That's put you in the position now where you got to pay for it. The world has done that, and that's why we've got trillions of dollars of debt. So, yeah, that philosophy is what's made the world misanthropable. It's made the world so scuzzy and shitty that nobody rational, nobody with any kind of real brain would want to live in it, would want to play the game, would want to participate. So this very thing you're saying is the cure is the obvious disease. It's the obvious selfishness and following bliss and all this bullshit and this ego crap is the very thing that's polluted the game. And you're just saying, throw more pollution into it. That'll fix it. The water's dirty, throw some more dirt in it. Yeah, until it's not water, it's just dirt.
I'm on this diet, obviously.
This part's
but like, I know when I have a sweet tooth,
yes, you want to eat apples now. Okay, you're all grown up. What a big boy.
And just pursue that. And I mean, really, no matter what you do, if you're doing what you want, then...
But by definition, a misanthrope does not find the world wanty. He doesn't find it edible. By definition, right? I mean, he's already recognized this thing isn't edible, and you're saying, well, you're already just eat it. No, that ain't gonna work. And what you're basically saying is just don't look at the bad parts. Don't look at the bruises. Don't look at the shit. Don't look at the maggots. Don't look at the worms, and eat it anyway.
You know, fuck everything else. You know, it's like I enjoy espousing my opinions to other people and interpreting the world and sharing my thoughts and feelings with the world and getting people's reactions and seeing what they think about what I think.
Yeah, I don't think that second part has much to do with it. I think, yeah, you like talking. You like listening to yourself talk, but I don't think you like having to defend what you say. I don't think you like that much.
Hearing their criticisms. And I would do that no matter what. I mean, I obviously I have an audience for it at this point.
Oh, what would you do it about? I don't buy that, all right? I'm saying, yeah, you're right. If you were following your bliss, and let's say you could do your movie career thing, and all you had to do was think about the formula and making the perfect movie and the right cinematic elements and getting the right close-up and getting right into his eyeball and doing all that crap. If you were busy doing that shit, I don't think you have any other agenda that's anywhere close to even being on the radar. I don't think you'd be complaining that your Coke was too cool or hot or warm or hot. I don't think everything else would become quite irrelevant except the magnificent TJ creation that you're going to, you know, give to the world with your name somewhere plastered on it, of course, for posterity.
But even if I didn't, I'd still be out there. I mean, I'd go back to being the fucking forum troll that you know, goes into the forums and argues with everyone and fucking tells people their opinions are stupid. You know, because why not? That's what I like to do.
Right, and so you just said that you have no solutions, but you'll tell other people their opinions are stupid. So isn't that also kind of, by definition, not good enough? I mean, complaining about other people's opinions when you're offering no solution, yeah, that's not too good.
But it's one of my favorite fucking pastimes, and it makes me happy, so I do it.
So you like being a troll.
And that's just what you gotta do.
Yeah. Don't take his advice, whoever you were. Yeah, you forget, this is stupid advice. Yeah, don't pay any attention. Don't pay any attention to the, well, semi-fat man in the living room. Yeah, he's losing weight. Good. It's good. Needed to do that. You were gonna die if you didn't, so, yeah, it's good you're doing it. Anyway, till next time. Alright, it's been kind of a dead period. So anyway, he talks about Frasier, the TV show. That was actually a reasonable analysis. Anyway, yeah, it was pretty good. Anyway, but then he said something really stupid. He's somewhat anti-theist, right? Yes, so he's still somewhat anti-theist. His name's the Amazing Atheist, and he's somewhat anti-theist. Still. But he's probably going to get rid of that and then become completely comfortable with people believing absolute crap and pretty much always trying to impose it on somebody else. I mean, 95% of believers think they have an obligation to shove it up everybody else's ass for some reason. So, yeah, that's brilliant. Anyway. E-cigarette. Yeah, so I guess he smoked cigars for a little while and got addicted, so now he's doing the e-cigarette thing, which I thought was kind of bizarre and funny. But yeah, whatever. I mean, you just end up smoking that thing forever, so it's just, you know, you quit, or you don't quit. If you don't quit, then you just, you know, you vaporize forever. Anyway, Nietzsche. So anyway, he talked a little bit about the books he liked, and he only understood 10% of it. He might understand 30% today, but who knows? But yeah, Nietzsche just, I wish he could have just said things a little more directly, because, yeah, he talked in circles. Yuck. I hate circles. Logically, they're just not, they're not very good for logic. He said he's a nice guy. I don't think he is. But anyway, so now we're going to get on to two biggest pieces of advice he got in his life that meant something to him. So this ought to be good.
Connected to my father basically telling me about the rats in the cage with the snake, or the mice in the cage with the snake. I don't remember if it was, I think it was mice.
What are they doing in the cage with snakes? Yeah, that's not a good place for mice. But anyway, okay, let's play this out. Like, this is a real story from something, like Three Little Pigs or something.
And he said basically, you know, the mice, they fucking frolic and play with each other and have a good time. And then the snake eats one. And then they all run in the corner and they shake and they're scared. You know, but then after a while, they're fucking running around playing again.
I don't know, is that really true? Is that what happens? I don't know. I wouldn't want to do it, but I mean, I would think they would try to, like, say, look, if we hide over here, he can't get to us, or do that kind of stuff, and get all Freddy and stuff. But whatever, let's say they get comfortable again.
And, you know, they know the snake might fucking eat one of them, but whatever. And the reason that I like that bit of advice is because, I mean, he was basically talking about people in society and how, you know, everyone will accept an injustice as long as it's not happening to them.
Right, like tornadoes and stuff. Yeah, there's no law against them, right? They still haven't been able to pass the law against tornadoes, right? Why did they let them things loose? Stupid. You know, them in jail. Fucking tornadoes.
And, I guess the second piece of advice that I like...
Yeah, that doesn't really sound like advice. I mean, you have to put that into something. What the hell are you saying? Are you saying it's a good thing that people don't give a fuck? Or are you saying it's a bad thing that people don't give a fuck? Are you saying that being duped Like, we all end up dying. We watch our grandparents die, watch all these other people die, and somehow we think we're not going to do it. And then people have kids knowing, oh, I'm just sentenced my kid to die of brain cancer. Well, why would I do that? That doesn't sound like anything fucking something clever would do. So is it like the moral of the story? We never learn from anything ever? Because we all die and start over as stupid fucks, and then by the time we learn anything, we die? That would have been a good lesson, but I don't think that was the lesson.
Is something that Marilyn Manson was saying a lot back in around the Hollywood era.
Oh dear.
Which is that you can't change the world. You can only change yourself.
Whatever, you can't even do that. Somebody else has to change you. Unfortunately, you're not made by you. The world made you. It's just the truth. Your circumstances made you. You ain't going to change you. Somebody has to give you the idea that you can even change you. Somebody has to tell you, hey, you know what, you can change you by doing this thing that I'm going to tell you what to do. Yeah, as you think and you say, oh, wait a minute, I can have a principle, and then I can live by that principle instead of living by the stupid thing I'm living by now. But something else has to kind of make that happen. You know, like you step on a rake and it hits you in the face, or some kind of stupid fucking thing has to happen that inspires you with this idea that maybe I won't step on rakes no more.
And I think those two things are kind of related, because it's like it's like both kind of have this message of, like, you know, you're not going to find what you're looking for out there in society. You have to find it within.
Oh, whatever. What are you going to find? Oh, the magical super... I'm made by the environment sucks, I suck. No, that ain't going to work. Let's see, what are you going to find inside of yourself? What is this yourself? What's in there? What magical, wonderful, sparkly, good, happy, whatever? What is in there? Huh? What? Ego? Well, that ain't going to be good. I mean, what is there? Hungry, horny, and ego. What else is there? What else is there? What? What else? Oh, that's right, nothing else. There's nothing inside of yourself. You go looking in there, all you're going to find is the same shit that all the shit out there is made out of.
And that's a message that I definitely have taken to heart.
Well, that was about as comprehensible as Nietzsche. Yeah, I mean, really, what the fuck was that? The lesson I learned is we're doomed and fucked, and we should just pretend we're not by looking inside of ourselves and believing the little fairy that keeps saying, "You've got to believe." Or it's like Jimmy the Cricket going, "When you wish upon a star, doesn't matter what kind of fat fucktard you are, you can have what." No, fuck that shit. No. Life is the movie Dumbo, except everybody dies.
And here's another piece of valuable advice that my dad gave me. It's in the form of a story that maybe some of you have heard before.
Oh, fuck.
This is a cute little story. There's a bird.
Oh, shit. The only story I remember was the one where he threw the money at the waiter. That was kind of tacky.
Bird that's flying south for the winter.
Okay, cool.
But he started his journey a little bit too late.
Uh-oh.
And as he...
Sounds like the grasshopper story. Yeah, where are them ants when you need them? Come on, ants. Give me your shit, because I didn't make no shit.
He was flapping his wings. They froze. And he fucking crashed into the ground.
Okay, cool.
And he just as he thought he was going to freeze to death,
he realized he was going to freeze to death someday in the future anyway and shot himself in the head. Right? I mean, he knew he's fucked anyway, so he just was like, oh, fuck, I wish I was fucked a little harder because I'm going to get fucked another day anyway. My wings don't freeze off, they're going to get cancer and fall off.
A cow comes over and shits on him. And he's sitting there in the warm shit, and he's just happy to be alive.
Yeah, that's enough, huh? So now, what's the moral of this story? Well, if you don't got two broken legs, well, if you don't got cancer of the fucking brain and you just got cancer of the elbow, it's okay. Or something like that. That's a shitty fucking moral of the story.
Then a cat comes along and digs him out of the shit and eats him. And the moral...
A cat ate a duck? Oh, come on. I mean, you didn't get to the killing part, so, I mean, that doesn't make any sense either. But whatever. Go ahead. Let's hear the moral of the story.
Of the story is that
frozen
not
shit.
Everyone who shits on you is your enemy. And not everyone who gets you out of shit is your friend.
Boy, you really did a horrible job of telling that story. But yeah, it's been told with something other than a duck, I think. Yeah, I think they use some other thing as a metaphor. Maybe they do that scorpion frog thing or something. You know, they probably do it with some other animals. See, the duck one seemed kind of stupid. I mean, they should have made the cow more malicious. Like, ha, there's a frozen duck. I'm going to take a shit on him. Then it would have made more sense, maybe.
I think that's also valuable advice.
Well, I really don't get it. The cat's intent was to eat the duck. The cat didn't intend something else. So, yeah, he's your enemy. He wants to eat you. I mean, if you were just sitting there minding your own business, not even getting shit on, he would have done it. That sucked.
What's the name of the bigger dog again? I didn't catch that. The name of the bigger dog is Yujiro.
Yujiro, oh fuck. I wish I was a frozen duck with shit on my head. Anyway, I guess that's a character from Seven Samurai. Let's see.
He's named after Yujiro Hanma from an anime manga called Baki the Grappler. And when I said anime manga, there was a / between.
Oh fuck! Who cares? Yeah, I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. No, I don't even want to know. Anyway, until next time. Alright, that was it. Yeah, well, so, yeah, it's gonna have a dull, drivelly little slimy finish. Didn't go anywhere. So, yeah, well, whatever. Whatever. This is the world. It sucks. Horribly. Awfully much. And, yeah, so that's all there is to it. It just sucks. I'll complain some more. I'll just keep complaining. Keep doing whatever, failing at doing anything about it, but I'll do my little try thing. I won't have any fun, and it'll suck. And I'll die. And, yeah, that'll be it. You know, might as well be a fucking duck under cat shit. Yeah, something's gonna fuck you anyway, so, yeah, I might as well run off the cliff rather than have the cliff catch up with me. Whatever the metaphor would be. There's no metaphor. There's no nothing. There's nothing to be said. This is the way of the world. I mean, even the anti-regular people are like so regular. Ugh. So anyway, that's all. It's kind of a slimy nothing finish. Yeah, I got nothing either. There's no way to finish it. What can you say? I don't get it. I don't get it. There was nothing brilliantly insightful here. Nothing horribly entertaining here. Nothing. Alright, that's it. Until next time. I'll just pretend there's something intriguing over there. I'm not going to share it with you, though.